Welcome back to Spokane Convention Center as we're just about to get the fourth quarter underway here of this quad rugby match. Scores 44-23. The red team is on top, and they have been for the entire game. Delvin McMillan got things going for them early on, and then the third quarter they kind of put this game out of reach a bit. And tonight's game is a preview of tomorrow night's championship match. Ben Pearson here along with Gary Pearson. Now Gary, for the yellow team, you know, they got to take something away from this. You know, they can't, it's sure it's a tough loss, but they got to come out again tomorrow and take on this red team. What do they learn from this, and how can this help them prepare for tomorrow's game?
I think what they're going to come out with tonight is they're going to have to do a whole lot less turning over the ball and throwing it to their low pointers that can't handle the ball so well, and get away from the turnovers, because they've had a number of them. But I think that's probably the biggest thing they're going to have to work on. But I think they're going to be very competitive tomorrow with the teams. And like, this is really a pretty big learning curve for both the teams. So hopefully they can come back after discussing some of their inadequacies during the game.
I'd be curious to see if Red decides to give McMillan a bit of a rest, save some of his energy for tomorrow.
No, I think they'll probably play him all. He's having too much fun. He'll probably want to just stay on in there.
Well, he sure looks like he's having fun.
It doesn't even look like he's breathing hard, does it, Ben?
No, it doesn't.
Doesn't even broke his sweat hardly.
And I seem to notice he is, on defense, he's constantly looking to find a yellow man to make contact with. As we see Miller give a bit of a volleyball hit.
He just got schooled. He just got schooled. Bostic did.
And it seems that McMillan is just kind of toying with the yellow team now. As you said earlier, just having a lot of fun out there.
Well, they've got him trapped. They got 12 seconds, they're almost out. They better, oh, it was a desperation pass.
12 seconds, still the call. Jeremiah Butler will check in for the yellow team. Still waiting to see who's gonna leave the court. And it will be
there seems to be a little confusion on the point system out there right now.
Well, with Butler coming out there, he's a three-pointer. So it seems that the logical person to come out would be either Bostic or McGuire, and it will be McGuire.
That's followed by the gold medal power soccer team. Into Chet Miller. He's covered by Jamal. Miller busts the three. He sees that corner. He looks fine to him. Over the pole.
Nice pass.
There's another back in over the goal line. I think yellow's also going to have to get their hands up a little bit more. Stop some of them passes on the inbound pass.
Red has now doubled yellow's score. 46-23 is the score. See Richardson get it to Miller. He tries to get it to Kemery. And he does.
Well, Red's having a good time tonight. They're scoring pretty much at will right now.
Too many turnovers for this yellow team, especially in the second half. Third quarter, this game got a bit out of hand. See McMillan, I told you he's always looking for contact.
Oh, that was too bad. That was a nice pass. He just happened to go over the line prior to the ball getting to him.
And Butler caught it, but he was already across the line. So, no goal.
Give it to him. Give it to him. Into Chet Miller.
Back to Kemery.
Todd's gone. Yes, you can start seeing the fatigue starting to set in with yellow, Ben. They're not making very wise decisions as far as they can go right now. Just like that inbound. And there's a low pointer getting a score. Yay! As a low pointer, I love to see a low pointer get a score.
Richardson's got a couple. 48-23 is the score. Time is ticking. Bostic's got to get it over that midway line. And he does after he takes a dribble. He's got Butler behind him. He's trying to take it all the way. Miller's trying to block him.
Todd cut him off. That was a very good play. Took him off in the corner. And they still got the score. That was good.
Nice pass there. And Jamel Williams gets the goal. 49-24 the score. Just under 6 minutes of play left here. And Yellow is really showing some fatigue out there.
Well, it's almost, at this stage, almost futile. And I really do believe Red is really trying to make a statement right now. With a 50-24 score.
So after the first two of these quad rugby matches were extremely close, coming down to the closing minutes, this one was decided quite a long time ago. Yellow was in striking distance at halftime, but after a huge third quarter from McMillan and the red team, they opened up a big lead, and now they hold the lead 50-24 as Miller has it. He's got Kemery McMillan in front of him, and he will take it in himself.
Oh, that's so demoralizing when you just see him roll in so slow like this out through the goal.
Chet Miller, an Army veteran out of Santa Cruz, California, also competing in the slalom and table tennis, and will be doing hand cycling. And Yellow takes a timeout.
A lot of experiences brought in through everyday use of being in a chair. You start seeing the skills of people, what they'll use every day of their life, being in a chair out here on the court, just getting around. So this is so good for everybody.
Red will actually be the one that calls a timeout. So Yellow has one more coach timeout left, as does Red. Red also has a 30-second timeout.
I think they're going to make a complete team change right now.
4:53 left on the clock. Score 51-24. And it does look like they'll be making some substitutions. It's number 10, Stephen Baxter, gets set to check in, as well as number 3, Timothy Vixay. And it looks like Kemery will stay out there on the floor. Yellow team also going to make some substitutions with number 3, Pat McQuinn, checking back in. Also with Bostic, Gus Sorensen getting back in.
Well, this is interesting. I only see 3 red players out on the floor right now. Okay, here comes the 4th player. I was wondering if they might just play with 3 at this point in time.
Might be a bit of an insult, but instead they'll send Chet Miller out there to complete the squad. So Kemery, Baxter, Vixay, and Miller for the red team. For Yellow, they have Micho, Bostic, McQuinn and Sorensen. As Baxter scores, he's the three-pointer out there for him as McMillan will finally take a break.
We're about halfway through the quarter, and it's going to be a very long 4 minutes for Yellow. It's going to be real long.
Well, at least they don't have to be having Delvin McMillan running circles around them any longer. As Bostic loses possession. Miller and Kemery trying to pick it up. And Baxter will score once again. 53-24 is now the score.
Boy, I'm wondering if they're going to take it in triple digit.
Now into the red from San Diego, that's number 3, that's Kim. Stay focused, guys. Something like that, I know you told me how to say that.
Yellow will get it back. For deflected off red, Sorensen will get it in.
They're double teaming Bostic right now. They're really trying not to let him get a ball at all. Even if he gets the ball, he's not going anywhere.
Baxter has it.
Oh, lucky. Sometimes luck just keeps rolling your way, though.
Just under 4 minutes now.
They're just not letting them get a good inbound right now. Yellow's not getting a good inbound.
Ben Pearson here alongside me is Gary Pearson on xable.com here at the Spokane Convention Center for this quad rugby match. It's being sponsored by the Health Net Federal Services Incorporated.
Little behind the back dribble, but his elbow doesn't pay off and he turns it over. In the pack of players, not in the pack of players.
Bostic looking for Pat McQuinn there.
And we are at a triple-digit lead.
54-24 the score, 30-point lead. Gets it over the Baxter. He gets those front two wheels over, so it will count.
Pass to Miller, over the Baxter. Does Sorensen now, he takes a hit from Kemery. Boston comes out with it. The freight train's on the roll, baby.
Come on, Pat, you can go.
And Pat's trying. Can she get it?
Yeah.
She will.
Yeah. You can hear the crowd. They like that one. They like seeing her score.
So despite the large lead, fans still into this one, cheering them on as Pat McQuinn scores her first goal of the match.
Now he's trying to show off, side to side, and the showboating. Nice job, Pat.
So just over 3 minutes left here. And it's time, Gary, for us to open up the discussion for player of the game. I think we're going to know what team it's going to go to.
Well, we're going to let it go to the red team, but I would say player of the game for tonight's game is the low pointer, Earl Richardson. He's played a lot of the game. He's just an outstanding player as a low pointer for pick and rolls and also for give and goes. He's an excellent low pointer player. He deserves it, I believe.
And just as you begin to talk about him, I notice he's not on the sidelines anymore for the red team. So he finally did get a break as him and McMillan have been playing the majority of the game. And now he is nowhere to be found as Baxter scores 58-25, the score. Certainly Richardson has had a good game. Also, Chet Miller and Todd Kemery, when they came in, this game kind of got out of reach for the yellow team.
I believe right now they're just going to play it down and really try not to, well, can't say that. Here they go again. They're not even trying to burn the clock. Well, maybe, nope, they're not burning the clock at all.
It'll be nice if Vixay can get in here, the novice, the low pointer.
Well, their big guys, their big hands are now trying to let the low score or the low pointers do some of the scoring now.
That's good, a sign of sportsmanship.
Or if you're on the other side of it, the flip side of that coin.
It's true. Schuler comes in for Sean Michaud. Into Sorensen, gets it back to Bostic. Bostic loses it. As Kemery will inbound it, gets it to Vixay. Can Vixay get in? Oh,
no, they're not
close.
going to let him do it. They're not going.
Throws it up behind his head to Kemery.
Oh, they got 10 seconds in the key.
And we haven't had that call made yet tonight. You want to explain for our viewers exactly how that rule works, Gary?
There's a key by 30 feet by 4 feet. And I've lost my train of thought. I'll let Ben take over from it.
As McQueen gets it. There's a rule, you can't have too many people in the key at once. As Vixay's got another opportunity. Bostic is coming there though. Miller, and Miller does the right thing. He scored before.
The low pointer finally got
Gives it to Vixay. It's his first goal, and he is, as we mentioned earlier, Red's only novice on the team. It's good to see him score. Coming out of Oregon City, Oregon, a Marine Corps veteran. 59-25 is the score. Just under a minute left here to play.
Yes, this game pretty much was over and done with at halftime.
Sorensen gets it into Bostic. It's bottled up there between Kemery and Vixay. He's going to have to pass it to avoid the 12-second call. He gets it up. He's got McQuinn up there, but the ball will go out of bounds. 30 seconds show on the clock.
It's all over but the shouting.
So Delvin McMillan leading the charge for the red team. Finally earning some rest here in the fourth. The score is now 59-25. This time is wrapping up here in this quad rugby match, which is a preview.
There comes Earl. We see Earl coming back on the court.
That's good for him. I think I agree with you, Gary. Having Earl Richardson be the player of the game as he's strolling back over to his bench. And it would have been a shame if he earned the player of the game and then was nowhere to be found afterwards. So we'll be talking with Earl here shortly. His time is winding down now. And that will do it. 59-25 is the final score. Red takes it. This is a preview of tomorrow night's championship game. I invite you to tune in tomorrow on xable.com for that championship game. For myself, Ben Pearson, and my partner Gary Pearson, I want to thank you for tuning in. And please check us out tomorrow here on xable.com. Once again, I'd like to thank our sponsors, HealthNet Federal Services Incorporated. And we'll be right back, and then we'll catch up with our player of the game, Earl Richardson.